Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Willie Nelson joining today. How you doing, Willie?
Get this side, Bruce. Here. I got a flock hanging down there.
You have a lot of hair. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to be rejoined. And I don't think he's cut his hair since the last time he was here,
No.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago.
No, I haven't cut it that.
Bob Walker from Walker's Gym over in Wayne City is joining the show, and he's always a hoot to talk to. We're going to talk about today. You may notice his, I've got to make sure that you
Where's my hat here?
It's the other side.
Right there you go. I'm backwards.
It's backwards, yeah.
Yeah. I wore my finest for Bruce today.
I appreciate that. It's like white tie and tails.
Yeah.
You in the Ohio State hoodie type of thing.
And I told him I even washed my hair before I come up here.
That was very thoughtful, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
First time since when?
A minute.
Wow, you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this glorious Tuesday morning. Hope you're having an outstanding day. We're going to have a fun time today. We're going to get yourself in shape, get yourself out, get your body moving and working.
Yep.
A little bit today. We're going to talk about all kinds of other stuff. Might talk a little bit you seem to have a affinity for Wayne City basketball.
I like them.
Boys and girls too, right?
Yeah, I do.
You go to both of them. And also, we may end up talking a little bit about always tells good prison stories. Yeah, he was not in prison. He was worked at prison.
23 years, 8 months.
23 years from guard to warden.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Which is an amazing rise in the system. We'll talk about that as well as, like you saw, we may talk a little bit about Ohio State football.
National champions.
Don't want to jump the gun there, Bob. Let's talk a little bit, folks, about what's going on in and around your area, some community events taking place. I'm going to tell you a few days worth. I've got 2 or 3 days worth of stuff here because it's January, and you just never know when something is going to get snowed out or who knows what's going to happen. But at the Clay County Hospital today, at 9 o'clock, the Clay County Hospital Auxiliary will have the kettle corn and craft sale. It'll be today from 9 to 4 in the hospital conference room. They do accept cash, checks, and employees can use their payroll deduction. Can you imagine using a payroll deduction to buy kettle corn?
No, I can't.
That would be a lot of kettle corn.
A lot of it, yeah.
but you can do it. That's they're giving you the opportunity.
And kettle corn's good.
Kettle corn's good. Yeah. That's what do they call that? Flea market crack.
Yeah.
Or flea market crack, I think is what
there's that. I got to be careful because I ain't got so many teeth. I get down and have gaps where I ain't got teeth.
Yeah.
And them things will stick you in the gums. Oh, good Lord, Bruce. Makes you want to cry.
I bet it would. I don't blame you. You better back off of that for a little bit anyway. What else is going on today up in Effingham? This evening from 5 o'clock till 6:30, the 360 Creatives Group, they will have a crafting project to work on. Come with your favorite crafting projects to work on any kind of art or crafting project while enjoying the company of others. From coloring to quilting, they want to see it all. No registration required, and this will be in the Latrell Room at the Effingham Public Library. Also tonight up in Effingham at the Wandering Whistler Cafe, it is trivia night at the Wandering Whistler. That'll be at 7 o'clock this evening. Amy's Traveling Trivia will be in town for a thrilling night of trivia.
You do that, don't you? You do that trivia.
I do that trivia.
Yeah, I know you do, yeah.
I'm pretty solid. It's been a while, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a little bit since I did it.
I bet you are pretty good at it.
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Also, on Thursday this week, the up in Effingham as well, the Senior Center, they have their big senior luncheon. It'll be at 11 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. See, this is free to seniors over 60. Seating is limited, so do call to make your reservation before yesterday. So, yeah, it's too late if you haven't gotten your reservation. Sorry. You're on your own. What else is going on Thursday? A recovery wellness group meeting. This is at the Iron Horse Restaurant there in Effingham. The Effingham County ROSC provides a free recovery wellness group every Thursday at Kirby Foods. It's part Kirby Foods, then you have the Iron Horse Restaurant up there, the Iron Horse Cafe on one side, hosted by ROSC's recovery navigator, Felicia DePoyster. And this group is all-inclusive. All forms of recovery are invited. Refreshments will also be provided, and you can get a hold of Felicia DePoyster at 217-690-3773 if you have any questions. 217-690-3773. One other thing I got a couple other things to talk about. On Thursday night at the Effingham Public Library, they are hosting a program. Now, this is probably incredibly informative. I'm not going to call it fun. This is the public library to host a program on the Holocaust. This is going to be tremendously informative, though. This is 5:30 to 6:30. Holocaust survivor Dr. William Gingold will share his family's experience during the harrowing years of World War II in a one-hour program Thursday night. The presentation from 5:30 to 6:30 will be in the Workman Room up there at the library's lower level. He was born in 1939, September of 39, just a day before the hospital in which he was born was bombed and destroyed by Nazi Germany. He and his family were incarcerated in the Warsaw Ghetto until escaping to the Russian border in January 42. By September 45, they had reached occupied Berlin, and after 6 years of living in a displacement camp, the Gingolds immigrated to the United States in May 1951. Can you imagine?
That's unreal.
Can you imagine after the war, you're in a camp for 6 months?
Yeah,
the whole thing is unreal. And what's unreal to me, Bob, is that some people don't believe it happened.
Some people don't believe it happened. Some people even go out and say that was all fabricated.
Just insane.
Just insane. And these people tell stories like this here. I'd love to go hear that, man.
Thursday night?
Yeah.
Thursday night?
I'd love to go hear.
Well, that's the thing.
I got a ball game Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, you do, don't you? I do, too. The thing is, though, these people left.
Yeah.
They're dwindling.
They are, yeah.
The Gingolds immigrated to the United States in May 1951. His story is illustrated in a series of photos, as well as by the book Tunnel, Smuggle, Collect, A Holocaust Boy, which tells the story of his older brother, Sam. The book was researched and written by his nephew, Jeffrey Gingold, and you can visit the EffinghamLibrary.org or give a call at 217-342-2464 if you'd like to learn more about this as well as other library programs. Also this week up in Effingham, Village Wine and Spirits on Wednesday night.
Hey.
Songwriter open microphone night. That's a good time.
Hey.
Enjoy. You're a big songwriter, aren't you?
Yeah.
You got to get up there and sing.
I can sing a little bit, yeah.
When's the last time you sang in public?
Well, every day I sing when I'm sitting there playing my bingo tournaments.
Well, there you go. Does it help your?
No, they still
your
cheat me. No,
they still cheat.
Yeah. Yeah. Bingo's the cheapest game you can play.
You know how you get a group of elderly people to all curse at the same time?
Play bingo.
Yell bingo. Bingo! It's cursing city. Bill Poss will put it on the Poss Music Works. They put on the open microphone night every Wednesday at 7:30. I don't think they did it last week, so they might have the whole band there.
Oh, wow.
The first Wednesday of the month, they do the whole band. So this will be a good night to. Well, no, see, that would certainly have been last week. Yeah, because they probably didn't do it on January 1st.
Right.
This will be the 15th, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What else is going on here on Tuesday, January 14th, ladies and gentlemen? National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day. Pastrami lovers across the country look forward to their favorite sandwich on January 14th as they recognize National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day. Popular deli meat, pastrami is usually made from beef. However, other meats used in pastrami can be pork, mutton, or turkey. Before refrigerations, butchers originally created pastrami as a way to preserve meat. To make it, they placed the raw meat in brine, then they partially dried it, seasoned it with various herbs and spices to be stacked and steamed. A wave of Romanian Jewish immigration introduced pastrami into the United States in the second half of the 19th. That looks
really good.
Yeah, the first one didn't look nearly as good.
No, but that one there really.
Yeah, you've got a little grill
yeah.
on the sandwich. A New York kosher butcher, Sussman Volk, earns the credit for producing the first pastrami sandwich in 1887. He claimed to have gotten the recipe from a Romanian friend in exchange for storing his luggage.
Well, that looks good.
That was a nice trade.
Yeah.
I got nothing wrong with that. Is a Reuben made? Here's a questions. Is a Reuben made with pastrami?
No.
A Reuben is corned beef.
Yeah, corned beef.
Yeah, the corned beef and sauerkraut.
Yeah.
The Rachel sandwich uses pastrami and coleslaw. So I'm not familiar with the Rachel. How long is pastrami cured?
I don't know.
2 to 4 weeks.
Wow.
You've never made pastrami?
No.
Apparently. That's what I'm guessing. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Dress Up Your Pet Day. Look at those cute
Well,
pets.
look at that.
The name of the day tells you how to celebrate it. Dress your pets up. Keep your pets' comfort first and foremost.
Looks like my Lulu right there.
Is that what, the one on the left?
Yeah. No, the little one.
The little one. Oh, the one on the right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a little
rat
sweater
carrier
and stuff that you...
Oh, she got nice little dresses and stuff.
Does she?
Yeah. Yeah.
I imagine she has one that matches you with
she
your
has
Ohio State.
She has an
Buckeye.
Ohio State one, yeah.
She does have an Ohio State
We
one?
wear that on game days.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to take a picture and show her.
I would love to see
I will.
one.
Monday, I'll take a picture of her.
Yeah. Show a picture of her on Monday. There's
Looky there.
There's a bunch of pictures of different animals in various states of discomfort.
I cannot imagine my cat letting you do that.
I can't. Yeah, I don't see that
She's
happening.
not very friendly anyway.
I mean, you have 3 cats in that little set.
Yeah.
I can't imagine any of them. I've got a cat that would not permit.
Do that. No.
That is not happening with my cat. But yeah, keep your pets safe and comfortable. So don't put them in something that's going to be that little dog down there on the lower right side. He looks like
He looks like he's ready to go.
He's ready to go to
Get
sleep
me
or
out of
something.
this thing here.
Well, that is a big. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff on him. What else is going on today? This is National Ratification Day. National Ratification Day, celebrated on January 14th. This celebrates the date of the ratification of the Treaty of Paris, which recognized it's the act that officially ended the American Revolution. The Treaty of Paris signed on this date in January of 1784. Ratified by the Confederation Congress in January of 1784, basically clarified that we were no longer part of England. I didn't realize they did that in Maryland.
I didn't either.
So you
learn something every day.
Well, I'm here to help if in any way I can. Of course, this was before the Constitution, which was written in 1787. But this was the original Articles of Confederation that created the United States of America. And it's actually, I think, the first treaty that was signed actually using the term the United States of America.
Okay, here's trivia for you.
Throw it at me.
What was the United States capital after the first capital of our country after the Constitution?
New York City.
Oh, you're sharp.
So you went from New York City to Philadelphia to D.C., right?
Yep. You're sharp, Bruce.
This is my first rodeo, Bob.
Yeah.
It was like, because that's where Washington was inaugurated.
Yeah.
In New York City.
Yes.
And I think the Articles of Confederation, I don't know why they were in Maryland, why the Congress was meeting in Maryland, because I thought they met in Philadelphia too, but maybe Maryland, maybe they were replastering the walls.
You need to get your team in that trivia thing.
I will. I will consider that. What else is going on, folks? What do you want to see on basketball tonight? Lawrenceville is at North Clay. We'll have that here for you on Catch TV.
That should be a good one.
Also, Olney is at Fairfield. We'll have that one for you as well.
That may not be so good.
Fairfield already beat Olney, you know.
Really?
Yeah. They beat Olney back in the tournament. Back in the Fairfield.
Well, Olney must not be.
Fairfield. That's kind of a shot.
Well, they're not very good.
They're not that good.
No,
both teams are right around 500. Olney is like 9-7, and Fairfield is 7-7.
Yeah, and there's a lot of teams in our area that's right there.
Yeah,
You know.
that's true.
Yeah.
Lawrenceville is probably around 500 as well, and North Clay is
14-5 or something like that.
yeah. They haven't. I don't think they've played since your. I don't think they've played since
I
your
don't think they
tournament.
have either.
I'm thinking about it. NBA basketball. By the way, the North Clay game's on 100. The Fairfield game is on 99. NBA basketball. Your Cavaliers are at Indiana.
They got beat last night.
They got beat last night by Indiana. I hope I didn't put the wrong date down here. I may have. I don't think I did. That's on TNT channel 273. That'll be followed by the Nuggets at the Mavericks, also on TNT channel 273. New Orleans is at Chicago Sports Network channel 353. The Calgary Flames in hockey are in St. Louis. That's on FanDuel channel 370, and a bunch of NCAA basketball. The ones that really matter, though, the Big Ten games. Illinois is at Indiana at 6 o'clock. Illinois just dropped a bad one on Saturday.
Did.
That's on Peacock. So
That's still pretty good.
I'm just telling you that. You won't be able to watch it on our channels. You got to watch Peacock. And Ohio State, your boys, are in Wisconsin.
They dropped one by 1 point the other night.
They're up and down.
Yeah.
Ohio State's up and down.
They're in the middle of the pack team.
And speaking of Big Ten, Iowa is at USC at 9:30 tonight.
It's just getting pretty close to my bedtime, Bruce.
You're not gonna stay up for that whole thing.
If I watch a little bit, right around the 10 o'clock news,
Fox Sports 1, you'll be able to see it.
I start turning in.
There you go. That's Bob Walker. I'm Bruce Dickey. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll get back. We're going to talk all kinds of stuff with Bob. We're going to get you fired up and in shape for the new year. You're watching Big Talk. Back after this.
I got.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's a no, I think, right?
Yeah, I can, yeah. I'll have to tone it down a little bit.
Well, people can make their own imagination.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Bob Walker is here, and we are going to talk about a wide variety. You had something you were going to mention before we got going.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it here, Bob.
When you were talking about the quilt thing,
The quilting, crafting
Yeah,
up
the crafting thing.
in Effingham.
I was honored in the Fairfield High School gymnasium by the girls of Fairfield, and
Not the girls' basketball team.
No,
the
not
women,
the
women. The women's group of Fairfield
yeah,
that puts
and
together.
they and they do a
for not having been hanging around for a while. Is that what they were honoring you for staying out of Fairfield?
being gone, yeah. But it's called Quilts of Valor.
Yeah, I think that or honor, one of them.
Valor.
Is it Valor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And these women put a lot of time and effort, and they call you 2 or 3 times to make sure they get all the information they need, and it's just a beautiful ceremony. Had me teared up.
What now? You said said they do this. The get the information for. What are they putting? Is this all stuff that goes on the quilt?
No, they give you a little handout with all your information on it, and they use this to make your quilt.
To build the thing.
Yeah, to build the thing, and it is just a ceremony that if you ever know anybody going over there, you need to go watch the ceremony.
Really?
It's really moving.
Well, that's
Fairfield band, and I love that band director they got over there.
Josh Livesay.
Oh man, he can go.
Yeah,
he gets them
has
going.
a good time.
Yeah, and they play all the military music and stuff, and it's just something you need to see because it really moved me.
If you have the opportunity, folks, the Quilts of Valor. If you have
Yeah.
the opportunity to see one of their presentations,
Yeah.
or if you want to join them and help out,
Yeah, they'd sure appreciate that, I'm sure.
well, now you bring this up. Where did you serve? What was your branch of? The service?
I was a CB in the United States Navy,
A CB in the United. Tell me what that means.
construction battalion.
Construction battalion.
Uh-huh.
I did happen to pull this. Look at. Yeah, this is before you decided not to cut your hair
Yeah,
anymore.
look at that haircut. That little Dixie cap wouldn't fit on the head now.
So is this that's like your first Navy picture or something like that? or-
Yeah, I think that's the one they take when you're getting ready to graduate from boot camp.
Okay.
Yep.
What kind of age are we talking there?
I was drafted when I was 18 years old.
So you did serve Vietnam era.
Yeah,
You did not serve in Vietnam.
no. There was 2 hazardous duty stations at the time I got drafted. Of course, one of them was Vietnam.
Right.
And the other was Antarctica.
Okay.
And I went to Antarctica.
Did they choose that for you, or were you given
Oh,
a
yeah,
choice?
they choose everything for you.
Oh, no kidding. Tell me about Antarctica. You're basically the only person I know who's
I
ever spent
loved
any
it.
time on
I
Antarctica.
loved it. I loved
How much time did you spend out?
We summered over, which is about 6.5 months.
For summer would be like October
Yeah.
to April or something.
Well, yeah, because when it starts really getting cold, you got to get out of there or you're staying.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they don't have any planes that can land during the winter over there.
Oh, no kidding.
No. And they
And that's still true today,
that's
right?
still true today. Matter of fact, here not very long ago, I saw on the National Geographic, our purpose down there was to build a big, huge geometric dome
Okay.
because the old South Pole was so covered up with snow, it was starting to cave in.
Really?
Yeah. So we built this big, huge geometric dome, and everything was in it, the labs and everything, with where they ate, where they slept, everything. And we got that built, and when I was watching National Geographic, it showed the sign out there with all of our names on it.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And
that's really cool.
It was cool. And
was it the big Buckminster Fuller geodesic dome top?
Yeah, huge. Yeah, it looks like a big dome. Who's got the big dome that plays in a big dome? But that's what it was.
Atlanta is the one that has the is a wild looking roof.
Big, huge dome. And I'll tell you what, when we had first got all the pieces and the dome was complete, we got up on the top of it with some of them cardboards.
Yeah.
And slid down on it. It was so much fun, Bruce. You didn't even really realize there was a war going on.
How big was this dome?
Huge. Oh, huge. Well, it had the sleeping quarters for 100 people in there.
Oh, wow.
And it had the lab.
Had their science experiments.
Yeah, and a gym. It had a gym in there. Yeah, it was complete. It was huge. And
this is at the South Pole or just on Antarctica?
At the South Pole, yeah. There's a ritual you have to do when you get on the South Pole.
What's that?
Pee on the South Pole. So we all stood there.
Wait a minute. How did that ritual come about?
I have no idea, but you had to do it.
Did y'all do sword fights or something?
No, but if you did not do it, and there's another ritual, and you know me a little bit.
I've met you.
Another ritual is on your first trip down there.
Yeah.
You have to get what they call packed.
You have to get packed. Tell me what packed means.
Packed means they drag you outside, undo your trousers, and pack you full of snow. And I told them there wasn't enough of them on that base to do me.
Did they try anyway?
Oh, no. They did. Well, here's the thing.
They did or did not?
Oh, no, they did. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
There were enough.
There's no air down there. The air's so thin. We had a little bar down there where we went after work and had a little hot toddy or two.
Yeah, sure.
And so we're sitting up there, and I just had a bad feeling this day because I'd already let it known that there wasn't enough of it.
This wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't happening. You better get somebody else. And so I'm sitting on this bar stool, and all of a sudden, a couple of them grabbed me and pulled me over backwards, and on the floor we go, and we're scrapping.
Yeah.
And in about 15 seconds, you can't breathe.
Oh, after you just get tired that quickly.
There's no oxygen down there. And they just grab you and drag you outside, and you get packed. And there's nothing you can do about it.
I gotta know, and you probably don't know this. I mean, this is a silly question, but now that it is a co-ed service, do they still have everybody go pee on the pole?
Well, there was no women with us.
Not at that time. Yeah.
No, there
are now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I would assume all rules are the same because that was a thing that not.
I'm switching cameras to that one, by the way.
This one over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that was just part of it, yeah. But we had a great time down there. We had, on New Year's Day, we played a football game.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I loved Antarctica.
And we're looking at this 50 years ago now.
Yeah. McMurdo Bay was where we came in first to get acclimated to the climate.
How many tours did you do down there?
One.
Okay.
One.
Where's McMurdo Bay? Is that on
It's on the north end of the island.
Well, every end is the north end.
Well, I guess that's true. It's warmer up there than it is the South Pole. But
I didn't realize you were at the South Pole. I thought you were building stuff at that north end of the island.
No.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, it was cool.
Oh, that's cool. We'll eventually. I'm truthfully. I mean, Bob is one of the best trainer that I know, and he's going to tell us how to get into. He's going to tell us all how to get into shape because you got a lot of work to do with me, Bob.
You got to show up first.
I'm very busy.
Let's take one step at a time. I love this guy here, and I know what he's
Look
capable
into
of.
that. Look into that. Don't look at the TV. Look at the camera.
I know what this guy's capable of. I've seen it.
Yeah, that's very kind. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Bob Walker. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back after this. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, talking here with Bob Walker. All right, we could get into the deep end, but then we wouldn't really be able to help the folks that we're trying to help.
Right.
We could talk more about, I was going to ask you about if you've seen the show Landman yet, by the way.
No.
It's about oil exploration and drilling and that kind of stuff.
I seen the
With Billy Bob Thornton.
yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah,
It's a good show.
Is it?
It's fun. It's the first 4 or 5 episodes actually have them out in the oil field doing stuff, and you would have a unique perspective.
Yes, I've been there.
Let's put it that way. But you've since you worked out in the oil field. You have, I know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Since you worked out in the oil field before, or when you got that in the late 1970s,
Yep.
early 80s, you have basically kind of become a guru or a trainer.
A trainer.
For people in various life spots,
Yeah.
whether they're young or old.
Yeah.
And let's. How did you get started doing that?
I got started doing that.
Oh, don't go all the way back to me. Don't worry
Well,
about
I'm
that.
going to go back to you because you guys was some of the first ones I worked with.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And
Let's how about in your current iteration in Wayne City? How'd you get this? Because then you opened a Walker's Gym.
Yeah.
Before you left that, had a life change and went down to the
Menard.
prison. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then I come back, I retired, and I come back, and I got back up with Renee. Love my life. And I just, I needed a place to work out because I've been doing this 46 years,
Yeah. and
I wasn't going to quit. I'll probably die in that gym,
Probably so.
Probably where they'll find me. Bar laying across my neck or something. But anyway, hope not, but that's...
Their bed.
The bar wouldn't be on my neck in the bed, though.
I guess that's true.
But I just, I had watched Wayne City basketball for a long time anyway, and they had some good teams coming and going and good teams coming and going. So I started going up to the gym and watching them, and they weren't very good.
They weren't real strong.
Weren't very strong, and we played a lot of double-A football teams,
Right.
and we would get beat up. Just beat
On the
up.
basketball court by
On
the
the
football
basketball,
players.
yeah. I mean, they just
The
shoved
football
us around.
players lift.
They lift. Whether it's very good or not, but they still
do.
bigger and stronger than what we were.
Yeah.
And I just needed to do something about it. So I had a couple of them start coming in the gym, and I knew their parents, and they started coming in the gym, and I started working with them. Then next thing you know, I had 8 or 10. Now I got the whole teams coming in, you know. And some
Boys
of the
and
girls,
girls.
some of the girls are starting to come in
Oh,
pretty
really?
good too. Yeah, we got some volleyball girls that's really got good plans, big plans for this year volleyball.
And it helps them. I mean, it's going to help them jump. It helps their
It will help them
coordination.
jump. It'll help them everything, you know. And why do you think some of these pro athletes pay so much money for trainers?
Yeah.
It works. That's the bottom line.
Okay. All right. Somebody, let's say hypothetical Joe Blow. Hypothetical Joe Blow does not work out much, or used to. May have. Anyway, people work out when they're younger, but as they get older, they get out of the habit and that kind of thing. New Year has come and gone, and they figure that this is something I need to get in better shape. They say to themselves, what can one do and without killing themselves by to get into better shape type of situation?
Well, first step is getting to the gym. Second step is finding somebody now that will help you. Now, these places like this Purple Gym up in Mount Vernon, they don't help you. They take your money.
Yeah, they're going to be taking. They'll set it up.
They take your money. And I went in there and actually stood and watched them a little bit, several times actually.
Did you really?
Yeah. And so I went up and asked this little dude who's supposed to be a trainer. I said, "Watch this guy over here in the corner." And he was doing some dumbbell flies. And
Oh no!
yeah,
So he's sitting there doing these things.
shoulder flies, standing shoulder flies.
Okay.
And I asked him. I said, "What's he doing?" Well, he's doing flies. No, he's not. That's not a dumbbell fly. I said, "Why don't you go train him?" We don't do that. He said, anything they want on that TV, all they got to do is get it on that TV, and they'll show them how to. Really?
So they're going in there, paying their big bucks, and just watching TV to have the.
So I
the
told him, I
TV
said,
trainer.
so you're calling yourself a trainer when I ask you, what do you train? Who are you training? Well, I just show them how to work the. Okay, but to answer your question, you just talk to them a little bit and see where they're at.
See what somebody wants to do.
Yeah.
See what somebody's goals are.
and for me, the main thing is, are you hurt anywhere? Have you been hurt anywhere? Have you had surgeries? Do you have any artificial knees or hips? Or I need to know all that.
Yeah.
So that's I just try, and then once I get that established, I just bring them in and sort of test them. I got a nice little selectorized machine, and I just test all their movements just to see where they're at, strength-wise and cardio-wise, and then from there we'll set them up on a program.
So a program, what kind of time frame are we talking about here? You say you got to get into the gym. Is it 10 minutes into the gym? Is it half an hour? Is it 2 hours?
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
30 minutes is a great time. 30 minutes.
You get a good workout in 30 minutes.
Absolutely. I guarantee you I can get you a good workout in 30 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes 3 times a week is plenty. Now, I've had some very overzealous young men come in there, and they're going to do it 5 or 6 times a week. I said, that's fine. It won't last very long, but that's fine. You can do that.
Yeah.
You'll get burnt out. Life intervenes a lot of times.
Right.
This happens. I got to be here. I got to do this. Mom wants me to do that. Life happens a lot of times. But if you can just keep your regiment, a good come in, let's go to work, let's get this done, 30 minutes, 3 times a week, it'll do everything you need for it to do.
And this is in your gym in Wayne City, which is right off your home, and
it's free.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You're inviting these people in.
I'm inviting them in.
You're inviting folks into your home.
Yes.
To do this for them. What do you get out of it?
The same thing I got when I was working with you years ago, a sense of accomplishment for you.
I got that.
And and to me, it just makes me feel better knowing that I helped somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I had something to do with what happened to him or her or them. You know?
Have you've worked with kids, seniors in high school now 8 years?
Yep.
Over at
This will be
Wayne
my
City.
eighth senior.
Your
class.
eighth senior
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
What changes have you seen over those years?
We don't get pushed around anymore.
Oh, really?
No. Actually, we push everybody around.
I got to tell you, I saw a sophomore. That sophomore's a project, isn't he?
He's got hips on him that are unreal. And
kid should play football. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, he should.
He should play football somewhere.
I told him on our chat, I said, I'll be on the Bruce Dickey show at 2:00 today, boys. I might talk about you. You better watch.
We can do that because I mean I saw a sophomore who looked like he's about to blossom. I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm assuming that you're seeing what I'm seeing. I don't want to get his head full.
Well, I try to keep him level because he still needs a lot of footwork.
Until he starts shoving somebody. I mean, you don't want to pick up fouls.
I think he'll get better when his footwork gets better.
Well, now that's the thing. If you get coordinated with weightlifting, your footwork does get better because you're stronger.
Well, you can see the strength is there.
Yeah.
You watched him through the whole tournament.
I've seen
he's
him
a beast.
half a dozen times.
He's a beast.
I'm gonna come back talk with him. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. We've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. We're running out of clock. It's already you've got like 18 minutes to go is all, and we got a commercial or two to run. Back right after these.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, talking to Bob Walker. All right. Mention any other kids you're going to mention because we're going to talk Ohio State football.
We have a good group of young men out there on that basketball team that are only getting better every game.
Jake Talbert's the coach, does a great job.
Jake Talbert's the coach. I love him, and he's good with these boys, and he wants the best out of them. And we took a couple knocks already this year,
That little James Walker's getting better. You can see him getting a little better as the year goes on.
He's a phenomenal little athlete. I'd be remiss to tell you that kid can squat 435 pounds.
He cannot.
Yes,
squat.
he can. I seen him. I watched him.
Wow.
435, and he doesn't weigh but about $140.
I was going to say he doesn't weigh a thing.
And he can squat. And
he can also shoot.
And he can also shoot. Yeah, and he's very confident.
Yeah.
And that's a mandate to be as good as he's playing.
Well, to be as good a shooter as he is,
Yeah.
you have to have that kind of confidence.
You have to.
Because if you don't, somebody else going to you're going to quit shooting and you ain't going to score.
Yep.
You ain't going to score. All right, let's talk a little bit about your the love of your life. It's the other side.
Oh, Renee?
It's the other side. Yeah, that one, the first love.
Yeah.
the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State, I got to ask. Ohio State playing in the national championship game on Monday night. Did you think it was all over after Thanksgiving weekend on that Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend when the team up north came down?
No.
And
I did
whooped.
Not. They did.
They whooped you.
Not really. We give that game away.
You did.
If you remember, we missed 2 field goals.
Yes, I do remember.
Chip shots. And
game shouldn't have been that close.
I think that was one of the worst games Chip Kelly has ever called on the offensive side. He was just bound and determined. Michigan had 2 all-pro defensive linemen sitting in the middle of that line. What are you thinking about?
Run right at them.
Let's run right at them. See if we can tire them out.
Out-tough them.
Well, we didn't. We didn't tire them out. We didn't out-tough them. We didn't beat them.
Didn't beat them.
No.
Got a lineman hurt doing it, too.
Got a lineman hurt doing it. And he was a good lineman.
Yes, he's going to be a pro.
Yeah, he is going to be a pro. But you know what? I didn't think it was over. I was pretty sad about that because that's one of the games all year that we must win.
Okay. All right, so you lose that game. Then you get Tennessee coming in. You can still make the playoffs. Even with 2 losses. Still make the playoffs, even with losing at Oregon, which was a great football game.
And we give that one away.
Out there.
Yep. Yeah, we had a chance to kick a field goal with 16 seconds left and decided to try a touchdown pass.
Well, it's your quarterback had a brain cramp.
Or Chip Kelly.
People have brain cramps from time to time.
And so I didn't think it was over. I still knew that team had a gob of talent.
Okay, then Tennessee comes in.
Tennessee comes in. Very good football team. And an SEC team.
40,000 seats at Ohio Stadium.
At Ohio Stadium.
It's a 90,000 seat stadium. Or
105.
Is it 105
Yeah.
now? Wow.
Yeah. And they had half of it. They had almost half of it. And that's a very good football team. They had there's a lot of NFL players on that football team. And we shredded them.
Go out to the Rose Bowl.
Oregon had already got a win on us. And they were supposed to be all year long. All you heard them talking, the pundits talking, was these are probably the 2 most talented teams in all football, Oregon and Ohio State. And Oregon is a good football team.
Sure.
We shredded them.
Shredded them.
Yep.
What happened to Texas?
Texas? I didn't think Texas was as good as they played. I watched them against that Arizona State team, and that Arizona State team had a lot of fight in them. And they give Texas all they wanted, and I just thought, well, you know what they did?
What?
They took one of our key players right away.
Took Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith ain't playing.
Yeah.
He had one catch for 3 yards. He's not going to catch 170 yard worth of passes. And so, but what really
it took a little while for the other guys to all figure
what
out.
really prevailed there was we have a lot of weapons on that team.
All right, so how will they come into bear against Notre Dame? Folks are wondering how they're going to beat Notre Dame. They're already like an 8-point favorite.
Like a drum.
Beat them just
like a drum. I think Notre Dame's a pretty good football team, but they struggled with Penn State.
Yeah.
And Penn State's not that. Drew Aller is not that good.
Drew Aller is, I think he proved at the end of the game he's not that good.
Not very good, no. And we beat Penn State by a touchdown in Happy Valley.
Heck, I think our quarterback's better than Drew Allen.
Oh, there's no doubt.
There ain't Altmaier up in Illinois.
Oh, there's no question. That Altmaier can play.
Altmaier can play.
Yeah, he's coming back.
We get you next year, by the way.
Yeah. And we'll have a lot of seniors going next year.
I hope so.
But we reload.
See that we're kind of Illinois. We're kind of on the bus where we'll play you the year after you're really good.
Yeah.
Like we beat Michigan this year after they won the national championship. We're gonna hopefully beat you next year after the.
It's at Ohio, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe it is.
Yeah, that hurts that.
Yeah, that does kind of.
But we have already got the number one quarterback in the nation coming up at Ohio State.
Who's that?
Oh, what's his name? I just see he was at the game against Texas. They showed him at the game against Texas.
Arch Manning?
No. He couldn't play for Ohio State.
Quinn Ewers couldn't either.
Quinn Ewers couldn't either. He couldn't break the top three.
All right, we're going to take one last quick break. Sorry, folks. We're going to be right back here with Bob, and let's see if we can't come up with a fun. I am really stretching. A fun prison story.
I got
Back after this.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Bob Walker is here. We've talked a little bit about getting in shape for the new year. He can help you out. Probably folks just need to be active, don't they? Just need to be active.
You know what they say the best exercise in the world for you to do?
What's that?
Walk.
Yeah. That's why I loved having Great Danes. I always walked. Okay, for 22 years, you went from a guard, 23 and 8?
8 months. 23 years, 8 months.
You went from being a guard at Menard all the way up to the warden of the prison, overseeing, 200 employees? Or
Oh, yeah, more than that. At Menard, there's way more than that.
Yeah, something like that.
No, I was a major at Menard when I transferred to assistant warden at Shawnee.
Oh, okay.
And I was at the assistant warden at Shawnee, and then I took the warden's job at Vienna.
Oh, I see. Okay. Tell me about, you have a story, a prison story. Well, it's like fun prison stories.
So we get a call. I'm on 3 to 11 shift at this time.
You're a normal guard still?
No, I was a lieutenant then.
Okay.
When this happened.
Okay.
And we had a emergency situation in the dietary.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when we got over there, we dressed the tech team out.
Okay.
And the word was, we hadn't seen anything, but the word was that the inmates that was working the dietary had took a female cook hostage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And two of these guys two of the three guys were doing life sentences.
Oh my! So they had nothing to lose.
Absolutely nothing. And so we got there, and our TAC commander, I'm not going to say no names.
Don't worry about it.
Our TAC commander come in, and he called. We had a special weapons team out of Springfield, and they were activated. And within Yeah, and within 4 or 5 hours, they were there
on site from Springfield down all the way to make that trip. Wow.
Yep. And
it's like the Minutemen.
Yeah. And so from that point, all we did was secure the perimeter, our TAC team. And we're sitting there, and they have a negotiator going on, negotiating, and they trained for this. We all trained for that.
Sure.
And so they're talking to these people, and they're not getting very far.
No headway.
No headway. And I mean, this went on for several hours till the daylight come up the next day. And I don't know, it was right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon when you just heard this big crack. Boom!
I'm afraid to ask.
Game, set, match.
Really?
Yep.
What happened?
Killed him.
Oh, really?
They killed the one that was leading the, Yep. One of the special weapons guys, and he's a good friend of mine. I won't say his name either. He got the word as soon as you know you got a shot.
As soon as you get a shot,
take it.
That sounds like that's like on.
Well, we heard that
that's like that Captain Phillips movie.
Well, yeah, and we had heard that they had been raping her.
Oh no,
we didn't ever verify. I never had that verified, but we heard that had been happening, and so when they refused to negotiate in any way, shape, or form, he got the word. As soon as you get a clear shot, take it.
So that ladies and gentlemen, Bob tells these stories. You're done with the story, right?
Yeah. That story was over.
That story's over. I always ask Bob for a good, fun prison story.
Yeah.
And this is what Bob gives me.
That was a good one. I mean the intensity.
That's a good one. It's very intense.
Very intense. For almost a day and a half, it was very intense. And we had to lock down the prison.
Well, I bet you did.
Yeah, prison was all locked down, and everybody was locked up in their cells.
But I'm not. There's a word here that you're missing.
That was fun. It wasn't so much fun for the one that ended his sentence.
That ended his sentence. Yeah. That's for sure.
I got 2 minutes. I'll tell you real fun.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So we had a lieutenant get stabbed on death row.
Okay.
And
that's a good fun start.
Yeah. And so they sent the tech team in to take over death row we was in there for about a week.
Okay.
And Big Bubba was our tech commander. And whoever is listening to this who knows Big Bubba knows who I'm talking about. He's since left us, but he was a wonderful guy, human being. And we heard this.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Clang, 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 clang. Steel on steel.
Oh, really?
So Bubba got to hollering. He said, if I hear that again down there, we're going to come and shake your clang, 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 clang. Let's go. So we went right to the cell. And he was one of the ones that killed the postmaster.
The death row guy, yeah.
In East St. Louis.
Yeah, okay.
And so we come out, took him out the cell, and he got to screaming and hollering. And I reached up and pinched his nerve in the side of his neck, artery in the side of his neck, and I just pinched him. Held it for a couple seconds, and down he went. Dropped him like a rock.
Right.
And Big Bubba says, "Oh, what have you done?" He's all right. I got him back up on his feet, and he really started screaming.
Oh, I bet he wasn't happy then.
He wasn't happy then. I told him, I said, "I'll commute your sentence. If I got to tell you again, I'm going to commute your sentence."
You're going to end his sentence.
He got screaming and hollering, and I really got, this time when I grabbed that early, I twisted it like this. And he really went down. I mean, the guy right beside me, my partner, looked at me and he said, "You have got to show me how to do it."
Oh, Bob Walker, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for being here. It's always a ball. It's always a ball. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.